Okay, so in this video we are going to create array variables and use them to store values. So like any variable, the first thing I need to do is declare the variable. So I'm going to make an array called numbers, and then in square brackets I need to give the size of the array, so how many numbers are being stored in this array numbers. So I've given the value 5. So in essence, what we're telling the program to do is to make this space in memory that has 5 subspaces within it, and this whole space is going to be called numbers. So when we say int numbers 5, we're creating this array of numbers that is of type integer. So this is still the type, so all the numbers have to be integers, and we've said that there's 5 of them. Because we've only just declared the array, there's no values in the array yet. So in order to put values in the array, we need to know how to access each individual section of the array. So arrays are accessed using an index, and the index always starts at 0. Starts at 0, so there's 5 numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's see how to give some values to this array. Okay, so once I've declared the array, I can refer to any particular element of the array just like a regular variable, as long as I say which section of the array I'm referring to. So I can say number 0 equals 2. And then I could say numbers 1 equals 5. I'm just randomly putting in numbers here. Numbers 2 equals 4. Oh, I need a semicolon. Numbers 3 equals 7. Numbers 4 equals 9. Okay, so I've filled up the array. Remember, there is no numbers 5. There's no position 5. It's positions 0 to 4. So now I could also see out these values just like I could any regular variable. As long as I'm referring to an individual section of the array, you can't refer to the whole array itself. You always have to be referencing an individual position in the array. So, and I'm going to cut and paste this line to make it easier on me. So that'd be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go back and change these indices to be different. That'll be 0, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can print out these values in order like so. And let's see this run. Oh, I forgot my system pause. System. System pause. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just going to move this over. 2, 5, 4, 7, 9 were the numbers, and we printed out 2, 5, 4, 7, 9. Now, it took a little bit of work to enter in these numbers. If we knew these numbers ahead of time, we don't have to enter them individually. We could enter them when we declare the array. So I'm just going to comment these out, and instead I'm going to put the numbers in curly brackets separated by a comma, 2, 5, 4, 7, 9, and ending with a curly bracket. And I could put the numbers in the array this way, but I can only do this while I'm declaring the array. So I can't do this later in the program. I can only do it when I'm declaring, if I know what the actual values will be. And it's the same values. Okay, 2, 5, 4, 7, 9. I'm going to change one of them. I'm going to change the middle one to A3 and just show you that that works. And then we have 2, 5, 3, 7, 9. Okay, so the other thing you could do is, if you're giving values to the array when you're declaring it, you can leave out the 5 because the program will count how many integers are in the brackets. And that would also work. Okay, but you can't do that if you're not putting in values. So I'm going to go back to where I didn't put in the values and I just declared the array. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the user to enter the values. And the way to be, I mean, I could ask the user to enter, 5 values 5 separate times, but it would be more efficient for me to use a loop and say enter a value 5 times and get the loop to do the looping. So in order to make this work, I need to be able to change this number that's in the brackets each time through the loop. So I'm going to make a for loop because I already know that I want it to run 5 times because I want them to enter all 5 numbers. So I'm going to say for int I equals 0, I less than 5, because remember we're going from 0 to 4, and I plus plus going up once every time. I'm going to put in both my brackets for the for loop, then go inside the for loop, and notice that I'm indented when I'm inside the for loop, and that makes the code a lot easier to read. And all I'm going to do here is see out and ask the user, please enter a number. And then I'm going to put that number into the array. So I'm going to put it into numbers, but I have to say what position it's going into. So the first time I want it to go into position 0, then position 1, then position 2, and so on. So I can use this loop variable, this I that we're using just to loop through the for loop. I can use that I in brackets as my index into the array, because the first time through I is going to be 0 and it'll put the number into position 0. The next time through it'll put it in position 1, position 2, and so on. So let us run this. Okay, so it says please enter a number. I'm going to enter 8 and 13 and 23 and 47 and 2. And then it prints out 8, 13, 23, 47, and 2. So I've managed to use a loop here to get the values into the array.